Oh, but I've got kids, you don't know what it's like. Oh, I've got a mortgage to pay. Oh, but I can't take the risk. We've all heard these excuses, haven't we, from people? And something that's been niggling away at me in the last week or so is, as we contemplate what is to come from September, as early as September, I would offer um, very, very, very soon, people, every single person in this world will be required to make a choice, to finally nail their colours to the mast and tell the world, their friends and family, let them know what it is that they really stand for. And nearer to the time, in a couple of weeks, I will be doing a video where I'm gonna expand on this and talk about this in more detail. But for the time being, I want to get it out there, really, that this is something that I am now seriously considering. That anybody, and I don't care who they are, friend or family, who is willing to go along with this disgusting, despicable, tyrannical way of life that has been imposed upon us without our consent. And that's the crucial thing, without our consent. After 18 months of this, anybody who still agrees and will roll over and will comply with these tyrannical bastards will be out my life for good. This is the conclusion that I feel that I will probably come to, and it is obviously with a heavy heart. But when faced with the devil, what do you do? Do you slay the devil? Or do you walk right into the cold embrace of the devil? So as far as I'm concerned, and I will think this through a little bit more, and as I say, I will expand on this in the weeks to come. But the way I'm seeing things now, and the way, I should say the way I'm feeling things now, anybody who doesn't stand up on the side of freedom, who doesn't stand up for their own children, who doesn't stand up for the rights of themselves, their friends and family, as I say, their children, and the generations to come, is committing the ultimate sin. What can be a bigger sin than agreeing to usher in an everlasting and permanent biosurveillance tyranny? A nightmarish, dystopian way of life that will serve nobody apart from a select few. What I will say is, the time for excuses was over a long time ago. The time for excuses is certainly over now. Surely, if you're not willing to side with truth, with freedom, with basic human decency, if you're not willing to listen to the instructions of your moral consciousness, if you're not willing to listen and act on the instructions from your inner God, from your gut, from your essence, but will instead ignore that, head buried in sand, and agree to whatever you're told to do, yes, that is no excuse, and that is the ultimate sin. That's what I've been thinking about today. I was going to do a video either about what's going on with regard to the climate scaremongering. I will do that. I was going to do one about, has the West ever come to terms with the Holocaust properly? But I thought, no, I'm going to put this on record now, because it's something that I'm really thinking about, and it's something that I know we're all thinking about. The question is, do you stand with life? That's the question. Do you agree that all generations should have the same level of freedoms, liberty, as we did? And if the answer to that question is no, I'm not willing to do anything to ensure that happens, I'm pretty certain I don't want to know you anymore, and I don't want you in my life. So, there we go. Who would have thought that we would end up in this position, but here we are. We're very, very, very deep into this now. Time is running out. All hell will break loose from September, when the end game will play out. So, as I say, I'll build on this, and I will do a little bit more of a detailed video about what's really behind these excuses that people give, and it is fears that they've not really come to understand, and deep conditioning that they've not really tried to unpick. Maybe in a last attempt to try to get people to realise their unbridled power that they do have as an individual, the fact that so many fears that have been instilled into them are just that, are fears, that they're mostly not rational, and that above all else, we are being called, our generation, everyone alive right now, is being called, is being asked the question, who is going to answer the call? And who is going to answer that question? Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? So that's my thoughts for today. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know in the comments about what you think about what I've said. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.